Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Amar bin Salim from the Office of Advancement at Lums, and I'm going to be your host for this 45-minute long session today. First of all, I should take this opportunity to welcome you once again to the Graduate Testing Workshop 2021. The purpose is that you are well prepared, you basically understand the requirements, and can prepare in the best possible manner for the graduate testing requirements to apply to our programs, whether the program is an MS degree or it's an MPhil program or PhD program. Uh, basically, today what we are going to do is that, first of all, I'm going to acquaint you with some of the schools that are at Lums, the different programs that we offer through these schools, the different testing requirements that we have established to apply to our programs that are offered through these schools. And also, you will need to make sure that you are learning about the important dates with regards to the admission application and also the testing, the different testing exams that we have established for them. So make sure you are paying paying attention to what I'm trying to communicate to you. Also, if you have any questions regarding the admissions, regarding the programs that we teach at Lums, please make sure you're writing those questions in the chat section, and our social media team will pick those questions up, will relay them to me, and inshallah, I will try to find their answers by conversing with our admission experts as well, who are available with me at the back end. So without further ado, without any further delay, I'm going to take you to our first bit of information here. I just want to give you an overview of Lums. Lums was basically founded in 1985 as a not-for-profit organization. And our first class consisted of only 48 students in one program. And that program was our Master of Business Administration program, the MBA program. Our beginnings were very, very humble. So we started off with a very small campus in Gulberg, Lahore. But today we have this huge campus, this beautiful campus. It's spread across 100 acres. And we have a student body of over 4,500 students enrolled in multiple undergraduate and graduate programs. We have an ever-increasing alumni body as well. At the moment, there are 14,000 graduates dispersed in more than 50 countries. They're well-placed. They're working for numerous remarkable organizations, and they are well-knit as well. And we have multiple local and international alumni chapters as well that basically keep them connected, not only within themselves, but with their alma mater as well. It also gives me pleasure to let you know that 60% of the entire student body, or say 60% of the 4,500 plus students who are studying at Lums, are also residents on campus. And when we talk about the faculty members, we have the best faculty in the country working at Lums. And more than 200 of them hold PhD degrees from some of the most eminent universities of the world. And we're talking about universities like Oxford, we're talking about Cambridge University, we're talking about universities like Harvard, and the best universities in the world. Okay, moving on. At present, we offer 17 graduate and 7 postgraduate programs. And we will be learning about the schools they're offered from in the slides that are going to come next. We are also highly proud of the fact that we maintain a 96% employability index, which basically means that when a graduating batch graduates, 96% of them who are looking for a job, they get hired within the first few months. And one of the reasons for achieving such a remarkable number is that we are partners with over 1,400 local and international recruiters. This is a remarkable achievement at our end as well. Okay, we always say that if you are committed to the cause of education, if you're committed with what you want to do in terms of the degree that you're pursuing, in terms of the kind of difference that you want to make, not only within yourself, in your family, and in your country as well, we are here to support you in every possible manner. All right. And I'm delighted to tell you that 1 in every 3 students who are studying at Lums is on some sort of financial assistance program. In addition to that, we have 50 international university exchange partners, and we are trying to make sure that this partnership with Lums and international universities across the globe increases. So yes, all right. This is a huge achievement for Lums, that Lums Business School is the first, and it is also the only business school in the country to have scored the AA CSP accreditation. And this is an achievement that actually clubs Lums with the top 5% of the world's best business schools. All right, there are like slightly above 850 business schools across the globe who have actually achieved this remarkable accreditation. Also, when we talk in terms of the QS graduate employability rankings, Lums has been ranked as top ranked in Pakistan. In Asia, we are amongst the top 50 universities. Worldwide, we are amongst top 200 universities to have achieved this. And this is such a beautiful, remarkable achievement that we have, for a Pakistani university at least, that we have landed a spot amongst the top 200 universities worldwide in terms of graduate employability. Okay, Lums wants its students to have the best educational experience for the time that they are at Lums, for the time that they are studying here. And from a FINA compliant swimming pool to well-equipped science labs, to remarkable computer labs, to one of the most well-equipped and probably one of the biggest libraries in the country, Lums literally wants the students to have the very best that it can provide, that a university can provide, at least in Pakistan. Okay, so we basically are a family of 5 schools. So we have a school of business, we have a school of humanities and social sciences, we have a school of science and engineering, we teach law through a separate school, which is our school of law. We have our school of education, which is also the most recent addition to the Lums family of schools. So I'll start with the Lums Business School. I have already explained that Lums Business School is the first business school in the country to have secured the AA Csp accreditation. Also, 78% of the faculty members hold PhDs from world top-notch universities. And we are also, another laurel that we have is that we are content partners with Harvard Business Publishing. Now, through the Suleiman Daud School of Business at Lums, we offer 9 programs at the graduate level, the postgraduate level as well. So we have our MBA, Master of Business Administration program, which is also the flagship program that we have. We have our Executive MBA program. Then we have our PhD Management program, and we have introduced 6 new MS degrees. So MS Business and Public Policy, MS Healthcare Management and Innovation, MS Technology Management and Entrepreneurship, MS Accounting and Analytics, MS Financial Management, and MS Supply Chain and Retail Management. So let's talk about all of these universities one by one. So not the universities, but the programs. Okay, so our MBA, the Master of Business Administration program, as I have explained earlier, it was the first program that we started off with, and it is our flagship program as well. It is without a doubt, it is the best MBA program available to our students in the whole country. Also, it follows a learner-centered teaching approach, and it also follows the case study methodology of teaching. To be eligible to apply to our MBA program, you need to make sure that you have a minimum of 16 years of education from an HEC recognized university that allows you to pursue this program. So that is one. With regards to the testing requirements that we have established to apply to this program, you need to make sure you have appeared for either GMAT or GRE, or have taken the NTS GAT, any one of these 3 mandated exams. Then work experience, yes, it's preferable. If you have it, that's great. If you do not have it, that again is not a limitation for you to apply to this program, okay? And yes, there will be an interview, and your performance in the interview will have a very strong bearing on your admission decision, on the evaluation of your application as well. Okay, now the next question is, how do you fund your MBA program? Now, there are multiple ways in which this program can be financed. Number one, MBA merit scholarships are available. There are women scholarships available, and with women scholarships, we basically mean that all admitted women into this program will get a 50% fee reduction, 50% scholarship. Their fee will immediately be halved. There is also an external scholarship available, Asian Development Bank, JSP, Japan Scholarship Program. And in addition to that, if there are external scholarships available, you could also opt for those. And there is also the facility of applying for Lums interest-free loans, and also the MCB student personal loan. Now, MCB student personal loan works this way, that you get a loan for probably half the amount of the whole fee. And this becomes payable in very easy installments 6 months after the completion of your program, and then they span over a certain time period. So it is very easy. You could also opt for that. Then let's talk about the dates to remember. Deadline to take your GMAT, GRE General, or NTS GAT General would be March 22nd. So make sure you have taken your GMAT, GRE, or whichever exam you opt for, you have taken that exam by 22nd March. Make sure you have filled in your online application by 25th May, and you have provided us your supporting documents online, by the way, by March 29th. Okay, so let's move on to our next program, which is the Executive MBA program. Now, what is the Executive MBA program? Executive MBA is basically the executive variant of the MBA program at Lums, and it has been designed in such a way that the working professionals who are working in the morning or working different jobs, they do not have to put their career on hold. They can continue working for the organizations they're working for, and can also pursue their education as well, can get this master's degree as well. In addition, this is basically a weekends program. And on top of that, it is not just a weekends program, it allows you to come on alternate weekends. All right. So this is a huge benefit that we provide, and it is also one of the most sought after MBA programs in the country. Now, to be eligible, once again, to be eligible to apply to our Executive MBA program, you need to make sure that you have 16 years of education, again, from an AGC recognized institution. You can either go for GMAT. If you think GRE suits you better, you go for GRE. If you think NTS GAT is the most appropriate option for you here, we are open to that as well. But you need to make sure that you have a certain minimum experience with you when you're applying for this program. So for that, you need to make sure you have 6 years of work experience, and then you'll be called in for an interview as well. It's also a very extensive activity, and we try to analyze, evaluate how committed you are to the program, what sort of richness will you add to the program and to the overall classroom experience. So moving on, how do you finance your Executive MBA? Again, the women's scholarship that I had spoken about in the previous slide, it is also available to the Executive MBA. As a matter of fact, it is available to all the female candidates who get admitted to any of the master's programs offered at Sdsp. Then you can also go for sponsorship, and by sponsorship we mean that your company can finance your program as well. And we also, Lums also signs MOUs with different organizations. And once that MOU is signed, we basically offer discounts. And there are certain rules and regulations that we have to follow. There are certain points that we have noted in regards to how that basically works out for the organizations and for their employees and for us. But that option is also available. So if you think that you want your organization to finance your Executive MBA, you could also opt for that option. Then you could again apply for the MCB student personal loan. I have explained how this works out. It exactly works out the same way as it works out for those who apply for a Master of Business Administration program. Okay, the important dates to remember, again, you need to make sure that by May 21st, you have taken your exam. You have gone for GMAT, you have gone for GRE General, or you have gone for GAT, whichever one you like. You need to submit your online application by May 25th, 2021, and your supporting documents should reach us no later by 28 May. All right. So let's take you to our next program, PhD Management Program. All right, PhD Management Program basically is a research-intensive degree that we offer at SDSB. It's also the highest level degree at this school. Through this PhD, the alumni of this program are pursuing careers not only in academia, but they're working for international think tanks as well and in the development sector. And the admission criteria that you must keep in mind is that to be eligible for this program, you need to have 18 years of education. And with regards to your Cgpa in the last degree, it has to be 3.0 at least. The testing requirements for the PhD management program at Lums is that you should have taken either GMAT or GRE General. In addition to that, you need to provide us with your research statement. Then you make sure that you are providing us with your submitted application And there will also be, again, a very extensive interview on the basis of which your application will finally be evaluated. Okay. So the next question is, how do you finance your PhD management program? How do you plan on doing that? Well, you cannot do it. It's as simple as that. Because the whole PhD management program at Lums is a fully funded program for the 4 years you will be here with us. You don't have to give us anything. You don't have to pay us any money. Instead, we'll be paying you a monthly stipend for the period of next 4 years, and we expect you to complete your program within 4 years. So that is a huge plus for you. So make sure you're not wasting any of your time and you're preparing for your GMAT or GRE, whichever one you want to go for, and you're spending a lot of time filling in your admission application. What are the important dates that you must not forget? Number one, to take your GMAT, GRE, you need to make sure that you have taken these exams by April 30th, and you have submitted your online application by May 4th, and you have submitted your important documents by May 7th. So again, make sure we are getting your application very, very soon. Okay, taking you to our next programs, Master of Science, MS programs. We have introduced these 3 programs. We introduced them last year. MS Business Public Policy, MS Healthcare Management and Innovation, MS Technology Management and Entrepreneurship. So MS Business Public Policy basically allows our graduates to work for the public sector in the policy making and regulatory regime. MS Healthcare Management and Innovation basically prepares our students to become leaders in healthcare management, design innovations, and develop solutions suited to the community needs as well. Our MS Technology Management and Entrepreneurship basically help you develop a unique and a very highly marketable profile for careers in various organizations. Also lets you know and equips you with skills that will help you grow your startups into becoming high-performing large corporations. To be eligible to apply to these programs, once again, 16 years of education is a minimum from an HEC-recognized institution that allows you to pursue these MS programs. Then your performance in the admission test, again, GMAT, GRE, or GAT, whichever one you want to go for. There's more information available on our website as well. Then again, statement of purpose. You can provide, and in addition to that, you can provide us 2 recommendation letters, and your performance in the interview, again, will be very, very significant. Taking you ahead, how do you fund your MS programs? There are merit scholarships, which basically means that 75% scholarships are awarded to the top 3 candidates admitted to these 3 programs. Then Women's Scholarship, I've already explained it. It works the same way for all the MS or for all the master's level programs at Sdsp. There's a 50% fee waiver that is given to all the admitted female candidates. And there's Lums interest-free loan available as well. So you could also opt for that. What are the important dates to remember for these 3 programs? The MS Business and Public Policy, MS Healthcare Management and Innovation, and the MS Technology Management and Entrepreneurship. You need to make sure you have given your GMAT, GRE, or NTS-GAT as a testing requirement by April 16th. Please make sure you're starting to prepare for these exams as soon as you can, without wasting any time. And you need to submit your online application by April 20th. And your supporting documents must reach us by April 23rd. Okay, now let's move on to the next 3 MS programs, and we have just introduced them this year. We'll be starting their classes this year as well. Master of Science programs in Financial Management, in Accounting and Analytics, and in Supply Chain and Retail Management. In Financial Management, basically, this master's will help you develop an in-depth grounding of finance essentials for high-level engagement in the financial sector. For Accounting and Analytics, this master's will help you develop it. It basically is a dynamic weekend program as well. So it will help you develop accounting, financial advisory, and data analytics skills so that you can perform in high functioning enterprises as well, and can be involved in their decision making and can grow into becoming a leader at these organizations with these skills that we will teach through our MS Accounting and Analytics program. MS Supply Chain and Retail Management, again, is a weekend program. It is also one of a kind programs. Basically, if you are joining our MS Supply Chain and Retail Management program, you will be coming to Lums only once. So if you are living, if you're not living in Lahore, maybe if you're living in Karachi, you could, I mean, managing to come to Lums once every month should not that big of a job for you, because it is easy, and it is again a weekends program as well. You'll be asked to take these classes twice every month, 2 weekends every month, and I think it is pretty manageable. You will, through this program, you will learn about different supply chain and retail functions of different large corporations, especially in the changing scenario where there's a lot of focus on digital commerce, e-commerce. And again, the minimum requirements are the same: 16 years of education from an HEC recognized institution, performance in the admission test, which again are GMAT, GRE, or NTS GAT. Then again, you need to provide us with a very strong statement of purpose. You need to make sure we have 2 recommendation letters. And again, you'll be called in for an interview. So you'll have to prepare for the interview as well. Now, talking about the funding opportunities are the same as for the other MS programs. Merit scholarships are available. 75% scholarship is awarded to the top 3 candidates admitted to the program. Women's scholarship is available, again, 50%. Tuition fee waiver, basically available to all admitted female students. And then again, Lums interest-free loan. The dates to remember, the dates for these 3 MS programs are different from the important dates for the other 3 MS programs that we have talked about. For these 3 programs, you need to make sure that you have taken the requisite test by June 1. All right, you have taken your GMAT, GRE, or NTS GAT General, whichever one you go for, by June 1. We also want you to make sure that you are submitting your online application by June 8, no later than that, and you are submitting your supporting documents by June 11. All right. Okay. So now that we have covered our Suleiman Dawood School of Business, I would like to introduce the Mushtaq Ahmad Gurmani School of Humanities and Social Sciences. And a fun fact about Mushtaq Ahmad Gurmani School of Humanities and Social Sciences, or as we like to call it, HSS, is that it is the largest school at Lums in terms of student enrollment. So we offer a variety of subjects to our undergraduate students, but at the master's level or at the graduate level, we specialize in only one subject, and that subject is economics, and the degree is MS Economics. And it has 2 tracks. It has a track 1.5 year long. It has another track that is 2.5 years long. So you could go for whichever one you are suitable for. And basically this MS Economics program will help you develop quantitative skills, analytical skills, and will allow you to combine both the data and theory together, so that you can make policy solutions, so that you can suggest policy solutions at the government level or even at different other levels as well. So the admission criteria for this program to be eligible to apply, once again, 16 years of education is a must. And then again, your performance in GRE. For this particular program, MS Economics, you have to take only one exam. That is GRE, Graduate Record Exam. General, by the way. And then you have to submit your application, complete application, and your letter of recommendation should also be attached with your application. How do we finance this program? Basically, there are several merit and need-based scholarships available for students who meet specific criteria. Funding options include merit scholarships, Lums interest-free loan, external scholarships if they are available from any of these organizations. And you also have the option to work as a teaching assistant, but that again is subject to availability of such a position. But that, if it is available, then it allows you to make a decent amount of money, and you can finance your education that way as well. Now, talking about the dates. Okay, to be eligible to apply, and so that your application is considered for our MS Economics program that we offer through which school? Yes, you have guessed it right. Yes, Mushtaq Ahmad Gurmani School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Make sure you have taken your GRE General by April 26th, and you have submitted your online application no later than 29th April, and you have submitted your supporting documents again by the same date, which is April 29th. Okay, let's take you to our next school, which is also, by the way, this school is the first school that you will see when, inshallah, you will enter Lums. This is the first school to your left. Okay, so Syed Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering offers a remarkable variety of programs to our students. We offer multiple MS and PhD programs. And by the way, this school offers 6 different doctoral programs to its students. And not only can you apply your concepts and experiment with them here, you can also engage in active research with some of the best faculty members across the globe. All right. So through this school, we offer MS and PhD programs in biology, in physics, in chemistry, in mathematics, in computer science, and in electrical engineering. Okay, what is the admission criteria? 16 years of education, but that will only make you eligible for the MS programs. Now, if you're applying for the PhD programs that are taught at this school, the School of Science and Engineering at Lums, you need to have 18 years of education, once again from HEC recognized institutions. Your performance in the admission test will matter, and I will talk about the testing details in just a bit. You need to make sure you're giving us completed admissions application, online application, and you're providing us with all the necessary documents that will help us evaluate your application and will support it as well. And your performance in the interview will also matter. But let's talk about the testing details. There are 2 tests that you will have to take if you're applying to any of the programs. LGAT, which is the Lums Graduate Admission Test, and then Lums Sabasi subject test in the relevant subject. All right, so LGAT you will have to take no matter the program that you're applying for in this school. All right, we're talking about Sabasi or Syed Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. But for example, you're applying for the MS Biology program, then you will have to take the Lums Sabasi subject test for biology. If you're applying for physics, then you will have to take your Lums Sabasi subject test for physics. And that goes for all the programs. However, if you have taken your GRE exam, then you can get an exemption from sitting the LGAT exam. Okay, I hope I'm clear here. Talking about the funding opportunities. Now, there are several funding opportunities available to deserving MS and PhD students. And as I've said, these include merit scholarships for MS programs. If external scholarships are available, you can also opt for those. There is Lums interest-free loans available for you. There is partial tuition fee waivers for all MS students who are pursuing basic sciences and mathematics at the Syed Babar Ali School of Science and Engineering. And there is 100% scholarship, tuition, registration, admission, and a stipend for PhD students for 4 years. Now, this goes for all the PhD programs that we offer. And as I have already informed you in the beginning of the presentation, that we have 7 doctoral programs, and all of them are fully funded programs. Now, if HEC research grants are available, you could also apply for those. And you may also get an opportunity to work as a research or teaching assistant. But again, that is subject to the availability of the position. What are the dates that you must remember? Please submit your online application by March 30th. Submit your supporting documents by April 2nd, no later than that. And make sure you have taken your LGAT or Sabasi subject test by April 11th. And you will find more information with regards to these testing requirements and then the dates on which these tests will be conducted on our website. So I urge you to stay tuned to our website for any updates that you're looking for, any of the programs that we offer at the master's level or at the PhD level. Okay, let's take you to our next school. And by the way, there is also another school that I've already informed you about, the School of Law. But through that school, we offer only one program, and that is the BA LLB Honors Program. It is not a master's program, all right? So let's take you to Syed SN Ali and Syed Maratib Ali School of Education. Syed SN Ali and Syed Maratib Ali School of Education, or as we like to call it, SOE, is the most recent addition to the Lums list of schools. Through this school, we are teaching 2 programs. So the MPhil, Education, Leadership and Management, and the other one is the executive variant of the same. So it is the Executive MPhil, Education, Leadership and Management. We help you become education reformers, leaders, policymakers, and so much more that pertains to the education sector, not only in Pakistan, but across the globe. All right. So to be eligible to apply for the programs that we teach at SOE, the School of Education, you need to make sure that you have a solid academic background, you have 16 years of education at least. You can take 2 tests. All right, you can take, basically you will have to take 1 test, but there are 2 options that you can opt from. So you could either go for GMAT or you could go for GRE General. Work experience, by the way, for your MPhil program is not mandatory. And letters of recommendation, there are 2 letters of recommendation required. The third one is optional. If you provide us 2, that'll suffice. And yes, your performance in the interview will also matter. Okay, what are the funding opportunities available? Again, need-based tuition fee waivers, merit scholarships, GMAT GRE registration fee refund, and SOE flat subsidy. And more can be learned about these scholarship opportunities by visiting our website and by visiting the particular website for our school as well. Okay, what are the important dates to remember for regular MPhil or MPhil Education Leadership and Management? Make sure we have your application by March 9th. You are supporting your documents no later but then March 12th, and you have taken your GMAT or GRE General exam by March 9th. For Executive MPhil Education and Leadership and Management, the deadline is 16th March. The deadline to submit your supporting documents will be 19th March, and the deadline to have taken your GMAT and GRE exam is 16th March. So that's pretty much it with the graduate programs that we teach at Lums. If you have any questions, please make sure you're writing in the chat section. Our social media team is working very actively. They're also communicating your questions to me, and I will try my best to answer these questions. So let's have a look at your questions. All right. Okay, so our first question is from Iram Riasat, and Iram asks, will these admissions tests be held on Lums campus or online, especially LGAT? So Iram, LGAT and SSC tests will be held on campus. Okay, so they are basically Lums related tests, and we are going to take these tests on campus. Our next question is from Fatma, and Fatma asks, can people completing their undergraduate degree this year also apply for MBA 2021? So Fatma, kindly note that at the time of applying, a candidate should have their complete transcript. So if you think you have your complete transcript by the time you're filling in your online application, then you should apply. Okay. Kuratul and Babar, can one apply for 2 master's programs in 1 year? Okay, so for SDSB, they can apply for only 1 MS program with MBA or executive MBA. Furthermore, an applicant can apply to 2 different master's programs in different schools. Okay, all right. We have our next question from Kiran, and Kiran asks, as per HEC new PhD policy, after 16 years of education, students can apply for PhD. Okay, so Kiran, this policy has just been introduced, and this wouldn't be applicable to, this year. But once again, I'd like you to stay connected with our website so that you are learning the most recent updates with regards to what we decide as to how we're going to proceed about it. All right. Okay, so this is a different question. I started my NGO 2 years back, and I have been working with different trusts. Can I apply an executive MBA, keeping in mind my experience in social work? Okay, Karen, I've already explained this requirement, but I'm going to reassert it, that to be eligible to apply for the executive MBA program that we offer through SDSB or the business school at Lums, you need to have at least 6 years of work experience. So working 2 years of work experience wouldn't actually satisfy this requirement. So I urge you to have 6 years of work experience, and then we'll love to evaluate your application. And yes, executive MPhil in Education Leadership and Management program, Kiran, is basically a weekends program. We know, we understand the limitation of our applicants. Many of them are working professionals, their jobs, their schedules don't allow them to put their careers on hold and join a degree program. This is why we have designed the executive variant of the same program, and it will be as challenging, but it will be as joyous as well. Okay, so I'm waiting for more questions. Let's see if I get any more questions or not. Okay, there's a question: what is the minimum Cgpa to apply to the Sdsp graduate program? So so you have to understand, you have to note that to apply to the Sdsp graduate programs, there is no minimum Cgpa that is required. And we say it over and over again that Lums takes a very holistic approach to evaluate your application. So if you think you haven't performed remarkably in one area, maybe your work experience, maybe anything else, maybe community service, maybe your performance in the testing, maybe maybe how you explain yourself in the interview can actually make up for the one thing that you didn't perform very well in. Okay, so let's wait for more questions. I'm here to take your questions. We have like a couple of more minutes, like 3 to 4 more minutes to answer your questions. So let's make the best of this time. Can I get 100% scholarship in MS program, being asked by Alia? Alia, basically, again, to apply for the MS programs, and when we talk about the merit scholarships for MS programs, the best that one can get is the 75% merit scholarship for the MS program, no matter which specialization, which program, whether it is MS Business and Public Policy, or whether it is MS Healthcare Management and Innovation or Technology ME, whichever program it is. Again, you can go as high as 75% in terms of the merit scholarship for that. Okay, let's see. I think I've got another question. All right. So, hi, sir. I want to take admission in MPhil Physics. Can I get full scholarship? So, Hashim, there is much more information that our website can provide you when we talk about scholarships with regards to pursuing your MS in physics. Okay. So I'd strongly suggest you to visit our website and learn more about and actually go to the MS Physics tab, MS Physics program, and then learn more about the funding opportunities for that particular program. Okay, but when you talk about the PhD program for physics, that program will be fully covered. That program would also give you a scholarship, not only a fully funded program. It is also a program which allows you to enjoy a monthly stipend as well that goes on for the 4 years that you will be here at Lums for your PhD program, PhD in physics. Okay, let's see if I have any other questions. Do I need work experience to apply for MS Financial Management? So for this MS program, no, it's all right if you do not have work experience. Yes, work experience would be preferred, but if you do not have it, then it's okay, it's no problem. But make sure you are spending a lot of time thinking what you are going to write, how you're going to fill up the online admission application, and make sure you're providing us all the documents that can positively impact your admission application. So that's it from me. That's it from this session. But if you think that there are other questions that you would want to get the answers to, you are more than welcome to write using any of our social media pages, or you can directly write to our admissions committee, to the admissions team, by writing at admissions@lums.edu.pk, and we will definitely respond back to you as soon as we can. I hope I've been helpful in letting you know more about the programs, the schools, what these programs entail, and the important dates and the testing requirements. And I wish you all the best with regards to the rest of your graduate testing workshop 2021.